Hey you guys, it's Lauren. Welcome back. So today's video is going to be a fun one. We're going to be talking all new skincare. There's been so many new skincare releases over the last month or two. Some of these products I just started trying out. Some I've been trying for over one or two for at least 2 months now. This video is pretty much 50-50. Some I loved so much, some are going to be new favorites, and then the other half not so much. So this is not going to be a 100% positive video. Hopefully you guys don't mind, but we're going to talk some new releases and hopefully I can save you guys some money and maybe even at the same time maybe help you find some new products that you'll love also. So without further ado, lots of products to get to, so we'll just go ahead and get right into it. The first product is by Pharmacy, and this is their 10% niacinamide mask. This has a lot of great soothing ingredients in here. I like that they balanced it out with the soothers because niacinamide can be a little irritating and drying to the skin, especially at a concentration of 10%. It's very hard for me to find a good niacinamide product that I get along with. This is one of them. This feels so silky on the skin. It's very hydrating, and I really do feel like my skin is starting to like plump up and get firmer. I think it's really making an impact on my barrier. Niacinamide is great for barrier repair. It's also great for your pores, but also for those of you that are oily, it's great to control sebum on the skin as well. But I was surprised that it didn't dry out the skin. It feels so silky and hydrating on the skin. It gives this nice silky occlusive layer at night. In the morning, my skin was left feeling hydrated and plump, but some great ingredients in here, and I wanted to just list off some of them because I was very surprised that they, again, were able to balance out the niacinamide with all these really nice hydrators. There's shea butter in here. I love shea butter, but again, I am on the drier side. But you have all these nice soothing agents in here. The vitamin B5, you have the panthenol, you have beta-glucan. I love beta-glucan in a moisturizing product. I have an Amazon video coming up next. This iUnique moisturizer I love so much. Beta-glucan, there's something about that plumping factor, so beta-glucan's in here. You have jojoba seed oils in here as well. I love jojoba seed oil, glycerin, all these nice hydrators. So I was really excited about this one. Now, unfortunately, there is fragrance in here, but I do not detect any kind of scent to this whatsoever. If anything, it's kind of like almost like a crisp smell. Like it almost smells just refreshing, but it's not irritating on the skin. There's basil leaf extract in here, and there's also ginger root extract. I wish they would just leave these extracts out, but for me it wasn't irritating on the skin, and I just love this silky smooth feel that this gives to the skin. This is the one product, I'll be talking about a lot of skincare in this video. This is the one product that I've been keeping really consistent. If you guys want me to do a 2-month follow-up on this product, because I did take a skin picture back in December, I can follow up on this. I talked about this before, but it is impossible to identify what kind of results you're getting from a specific product as far as like lightening of hyperpigmentation and firming of wrinkles. You get that instant moisturization effect from a lot of products, but the long-term effects, it's impossible to know. So I'll put it out there. This is the one that I've been keeping most consistent. All the other ones I've been trying here and there, so maybe I'll do one of my 2-month videos on this guy. I'm just excited that I found a night mask that actually feels good on the skin and leaves my skin so hydrated in the morning. And niacinamide is, let's be honest, it's an ingredient that's in a ton of different skincare products, but at a 10% concentration, it's a more potent concentration than I'm not used to using with niacinamide. So I'm curious to see the long-term effects that this will have on my skin. So excited about this one, and overall I just love that silky hydrating feel this leaves on the skin. And then next up, I'm going to give you the pros and cons of this guy because I do really like it, but there's some things that you have to keep in mind. But the Ole Henriksen Strength Trainer Peptide Boost Moisturizer, I really like this. They sent out this to me back in December. There's 8 peptides in here, collagen, ceramides, all these nice strengtheners for the skin, which hence I guess is where they got the name from. I love a peptide in skincare. They are a very plumping ingredient, and there are some potential studies to show that they actually may build up collagen in the skin, which is really exciting, and the potential for anti-aging is there, so this had me excited. Now the formula, there's a few things I want you to keep in mind with this because I don't feel like this moisturizer will be for everybody. If you're somebody that uses a lot of serums, a lot of really heavy hydrating serums, or if you're very dry, I do not think you'll like this. But on my days where I'm not super dry, this is a nice occlusive layer at the end of my skincare routine. I wake up with really smooth skin, and my skin really does feel almost like firmer and tight when I use this, but it's not a very hydrating. It's not like an overly wet moisturizer, if that makes sense. The consistency is very unique. It's almost balm-like in a way. It's very rich. All right, did you ever, maybe you're putting on conditioner in the shower and say some of it falls out of your hair or some of it leaks on the side of the bottle, and the next time you get in your shower you're like, crap, I really have to clean my shower. It's like that dried up conditioner feel. I know that doesn't sound like the most pleasing, but that is the best way I can describe it. It's not super runny at all. It's kind of a stiff feel, and it leaves almost like a matte look to the skin. So if you're into more of those like dewy wet moisturizers, I don't think you'll like this, but if you like kind of like a heavy balm consistency, this is exactly what you're going to get out of this. Now, and the one thing with the serums, if you're putting a lot of serums on, because this does have that stiffer feel, it kind of pushes the serums around. But now if it's a serum that has a good dry down, which the next serum I'll talk about does, it can work well with. But if you're big on your 12-step routine, I don't know if you're gonna love this. But I really like this on the nights where I have more dry patches. If I want just like a nice layer, if I want something to smooth out the skin, if I want some more tightness, this really does do the trick. And I saw Tati's review. She talked about how she loves this as a primer. And I see what she's talking about there, because it almost has that gripping effect and it gives that mattified look to the face, but it still smooths the skin. So it's a very unique, it's a very different moisturizer, but I like that anti-aging potential is there. I like that it has all these peptides in here, and it really does do a good job at just smoothing everything down and taking away the flakiness, but you are left with more of like a tight feel. And I don't know if it's that firming effect that this is giving, but if you're overly dry and if you want more of like, you know, a runny moisturizer, if you want something to pack in the hydration, this is not going to do it. It's just going to be more of like a protective layer on the face with that potential anti-aging effect. And then next up, we'll talk about the e.l.f. Pure Skincare line. I picked up all 3 products. They have a toner, a moisturizer, and a cleanser. The moisturizer I really loved. It's so velvety on the skin, and it almost gives this like a glowing appearance to the skin. It's really nice. Nice soothers in here. There's oat milk, there's ceramides, glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, allantoin. Just nice soothing agents are in here, and it's moisturizing enough. It's a good basic moisturizer. I think it would be great for oily skin, normal skin, but overall I was just really impressed with that creamy feel. It doesn't feel like a drugstore moisturizer. It has this rich consistency to it. The next product is such a good product, but the packaging, oh man, I was so disappointed. Their cleanser was sent without the pump on top, and I thought it might have broken in delivery, but the actual pump wasn't even in the package. So I don't know where it went. I don't know if this was just thrown into the box and not without noticing that the pump was gone, but I don't have a pump to this. So I've been having to dip this in the bottle to use this. With that said, this is one of the creamiest, best cleansers that I've tried from the drugstore. This is so good. I don't get any kind of foam from this. It's just this rich, creamy lather on the skin. It's like this nice milky emulsion on the skin that grabs your makeup, your skincare from the night before. It's a great AM cleanser. It's also a great nighttime cleanser. Not the best at like really deep cleaning the skin. When I had a full coverage foundation on, I was definitely left with some foundation on the tail after I cleanse my face, so just keep that in mind. But if you're dry and if you want something creamy and rich for the wintertime, this is it. This is so good. I will keep you guys posted on e.l.f.'s customer service because I just emailed them about this. I should have emailed them right away, but I don't know, I was just taking my good old time with that. So I'll let you know if they do send me out another pump or what the response is. Bummed about that pump because this is so good. It's such a good product. Great ingredients in here, and it's just so creamy on the skin and so hydrating. Next up, another cleanser. I mean, not much to say about this one. This is from the Inkey list, just that it's a good basic cleanser that gives a nice foam to the skin. I think out of the two, this actually gets off makeup a lot better. That's all you can want from a cleanser, right? To clean your skin, to purify your skin, and to not leave it overly dry. I like that this is a foaming cleanser that leaves my skin still feeling hydrated. Great cleanser from the Inkey list. You get a lot of product in here. You got 5 ounces, and I don't know. I really like it. So yeah, winner from the Inkey list. The next product, before we get to my fails, This is kind of in the middle because I kind of go back and forth with this one. This is the Triple Peptide and Cactus Serum from Youth to the People. I haven't used this a ton so far, but from what I've used of it, I have not noticed big changes in my skin whatsoever. It does give a tightening effect, which it's supposed to plump, firm, and hydrate, so I do get that firming effect, but this is always how it goes with hyaluronic acid serums for me. I get that like tight smoothing effect, but I'm not left with hydrated skin. And while the serum is marketed to hydrate the skin, I don't think it feels extra hydrated. It does leave a nice glow, a nice sheen to the skin. And as a matter of fact, when you pair this with the Ole Henriksen moisturizer, it's a really great combination. It gave a really nice glowy result to my skin. With this by itself, like I said, it gives a matte appearance, but this, oh my gosh, your skin looks so healthy and hydrated. So it's good, but I just don't think it's worth the $54 for me. If you want like a nice tightening hyaluronic acid serum with peptides, I do think this is good. It didn't irritate my skin. It gave that tightening effect, but it just didn't overly hydrate my skin, and I like a serum that hydrates. So I was like so-so with that. Next up is a brand new product from Dermatology. Dermatology has my most favorite SPF. You guys know I rave about the Tinted Moisturizer SPF of 46 all the time. The most glowy result from that SPF, and it's so moisturizing. You can use my code HBR20 for any Dermatology products, and I'll rave about that SPF time and time again. This guy right here, I was so disappointed. First of all, when I saw the ingredient list, I'm like, oh my gosh, these have so much potential. There's niacinamide in here, licorice root, all these amazing brighteners. There's caffeine. I'm like, yes, all these things I would want in an eye mask to like plump out the eyes. Then I saw, you know, it has all these extracts in here, which I was a little nervous about because I still have not pinpointed the extract that I'm sensitive to. I tried out that Desi Skin vitamin C. I don't know if you guys saw that video back in the summer, but oh my gosh, I got the worst reaction from that. And I got a really bad irritative result when I use these. And I cannot pinpoint what extract it is, but there's a lot of fruit extracts in here, including goji berry extract. There's watermelon extract in here. I don't know what it was, but I got a really strong, first, not a sting on initial application, but after I took these off, I put on a different cream and my eyes stung so bad, and then the next day my eyes were so red underneath. So unfortunately, these did not work for me, and I was disappointed by the price too. Dermatology usually has amazing prices. Their sunscreen, they could easily charge $50 for the sunscreen, but I think it's $24 now. So very reasonable prices on their website, but for $44, I don't think these are worth it. They did plump out the under eye. They have a pretty magenta color to them. I thought I was really gonna like these, but unfortunately, yeah, not so much. They stick to the eye too, which is so important to me. They don't slide around, but they're still packed with this serum, which I really like, but unfortunately, it gave me that irritation. So the next product I don't have in front of me. I know where it's at. It's in my master bedroom bathroom, but my kids are now awake. I hear them upstairs, and I would have to go past them to go up to the bedroom, and that would be just a whole thing. I wouldn't be able to come back down here probably. But the Inkey List Omega Cream Moisturizer. I was excited about this because, first of all, the price, very affordable for just good basic moisturizing ingredients. When I applied it, I'm like, oh, this feels so good. It has that refreshing aspect to it, and you can feel like your skin is instantly just hydrated when you apply this. But unfortunately for me, the hydration didn't stick around, and the next day my skin still was left feeling a little parched. It didn't overly hydrate my skin, and especially now in the winter time, I need an overly hydrating moisturizer. So I was disappointed by this one, just not moisturizing enough for my dry skin. But if you're normal to oily, I do think this is a very kind of unassuming moisturizer. The ingredients are good, but yeah, just not hydrating enough for me. Let me know if there's a moisturizer from the Inkey List that you guys have tried that you love if you have dry skin. I have had the worst luck with Inkey List moisturizers recently. Their Sin Bright moisturizer, same thing, just wasn't moisturizing enough. I know they have a new peptide moisturizer that I'm curious about. Let me know if you guys have tried that. But yeah, this moisturizer, again, maybe if you're a different skin type than me, you would really like it. I did see the reviews are pretty good, so it looks like people are loving it, but maybe my skin is just extra dry right now and it just needs more hydration. And then the Pure Skin Toner with oat milk and aloe juice and niacinamide by e.l.f. I thought this would have a lot of potential. I like when a moisturizing toner has this little tiny hole in the top. I actually do really like this type of packaging in a moisturizing toner because I feel like you can get a lot of product out and it's easy to put on a cotton round. this left my skin feeling sticky and tight. I used it alone and with the e.l.f. moisturizer, and I just did not think these worked well together. My skin, again, just felt like tight and almost, it initially felt really hydrating. I was excited about it. It has this silky feel, but I don't think the hydration is left. It doesn't stick around, the hydration. So yeah, unfortunately, I do not think this toner is worth it. There's so many great essences by K-beauty brands that I love so much. This one it just didn't do it for me, unfortunately. I just didn't like the formula. Now, next up is by the brand Verst, one of my favorite affordable skincare brands at Target. You guys know I love this brand, but this was a big fail for me. This is the Firm Ground Retinol Body Lotion. I was excited about the potential for this because I'm always looking for a product that I can use on my neck and chest that has an anti-aging effect, but is smoothing and moisturizing on the skin. But ultimately, I just didn't like this formula. It takes forever to rub into the skin. It has cocoa seed butter in here. There's squalene, nice moisturizers that I really enjoy. And then it has the retinol, the over-the-counter retinol. When you apply a little bit, it definitely absorbs better. But I mean, it's a body lotion, so I'm gonna apply a decent amount. Like, I would at least apply that much if I'm putting it on the entire length of my arm. But it takes forever to rub in. As you're rubbing it in, you can see it just gets whiter and whiter and whiter, leaving like a pasty effect to the skin. And maybe, I don't know, maybe at least 30 seconds later to even a minute later, it finally does rub in, but it doesn't leave a nice glowy, moisturized appearance to the skin. With these ingredients, cocoa seed butter, squalene, the retinol, I would love to see those ingredients with a different formula, with maybe say like a luminous finish. Give me some glow to my skin. Give me maybe put these ingredients in more of like an oil-based situation rather than this like heavy, thick, milky lotion. It just is not pleasing to apply onto the skin. And if I'm putting it on my neck and chest, like I said, I want it to look kind of luminous, radiant, and glowy. I don't want it to look like just kind of pasty white, and the formula is a little sticky too. So I just didn't like the formula. The ingredients are really nice, but unfortunately the formula is what made me not enjoy this product. So big fail from the brand Verst for me. I am so excited about their new release. They have a new retinol eye balm that's coming out. I love a thicker consistency when it comes to an eye cream, and to have that retinol ingredient in there, I think that's going to be a great powerhouse together, those two, just that rich consistency with that anti-ager in there. Can't wait to try that out. But yeah, this release from them was a fail. Alright guys, so that concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if there's any new skincare releases you'd like me to try. What are you guys interested in? What have you guys tried? What have you liked? What have you not liked? I'd love to hear from you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what more videos you want to see from me. I have an exciting Amazon video coming up next, so be sure to look out for that. I'm actually wearing a shirt from that video. And I always have my Amazon store linked down below, by the way. I'm always adding new things to that store. So yeah, be sure to check that out. I have a lot of the items that I'll have in the future video already linked down below. But yeah, thanks again for watching this video, and let me know if there's any new upcoming releases you guys would like me to try out. I'd love to know. But thanks again, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.